Hello everyone, from this video we'll be discussing about from validations. We all know validation is the process of checking the incoming data, right? So if we create a website or a application, there would be forms and inputs or similar type of stuff, right? So we always need to validate those inputs because if we don't, that can cause us a major security issues, right? So we have to validate our forms and inputs everywhere. So in Laravel, validation is pretty easy. From our next videos, we'll know how can we create validations for our input fields and showing errors and what is CSRF tokens and everything. And for this video, we will be just making a HTML markup for our next videos. So let's get started. Now before starting, we will create a route for us. Let's say we are making a form, right? So let's say I will create a logging form. Okay, route, that's gonna be a get method. Let's say the URI will log in. Okay, we'll create a logging controller. For that, let's open our Laravel, start our server. Okay, it started. Open our terminal, or we can just go to our project from root, select your project, then right click and terminal. Pretty easy, right? Let's close them. Okay, now let's create a login controller. I will say PHP artisan make I will make a login controller. This controller will be a basic controller, not a resource controller. So let's enter. Okay, we are getting some error because here is a error. We didn't finish our line. So let's comment it out and then again run this command. Our controller has been created. Now let's remove the comment. Now we will call our controller class login controller, then class that gonna be in a array, right? Then we will pass our method name. So the method will be index, and we will name our route login. Okay, now let's go to our login controller. Okay, so we'll create here a method that gonna be index method that we just mention in our route, right? From here I will return a view. Before that, let's create a view in our view folder, resource views. Okay, in views I will be creating a new file. It will be login.blade.php. so we will be extending our master layout again in this logging blade. So let's just extend our main layout. For extending, we all know that I will take a blade directive, extends, then our master layout is in layouts master, so it will be layouts dot master, right? Now we will take section that will be content, the name of the section, and we will end the section. Okay, so let's see here. I will add a just normal HTML for testing. Hello, this is login page. Okay, let's go to our controller now. Login controller, we will return this view, then we will say login Okay, so let's go to our web. In web, we declared the route login. So let's serve our application first. I'll go to www, then serve my project. Okay, my application is serving. Let's go to our just created route, I mean login, and you can see it's showing me the h1 tag that I just created. Now let's create our form. I'll go to my font end, login blade, and here let's remove our old tag. Now we'll take bootstrap class. Let's say I'll take a card, body. Now let's say I will add a username field, a email field, and a password field. Okay, for that let's take a from tag, right? For now let's leave action empty. In my from, I'll take a div. I'll give a class of mb2 for margin bottom. Then there will be label. Let's give a class from label. And the label will be username. Okay, and the input will be text, and we'll give a class name of from control. Now let's go to our font end and let's check. Okay, we're getting a from, but it's huge, so let's wrap it in a column. Let's say I will say that's gonna be a row call md, say it will be a 6 column long. I will cut my full card and paste it here. Now let's check. Okay, it is still big, so let's make it 4. Now it's quite a good. We'll give a margin top here. Let's say it will be 5. Okay, we have our one field, so let's create some more. I'll be needing the email field, user email, then the type will be email, right? Then I'll be needing another one that will be password, right? Now let's check our font end and refresh. You can see we're getting these 3 inputs. We will be needing a submit button. For that I'll just take a button, type will be submit. I'll say submit. Let me give a class btn primary. Let's check it out. Here is a submit button, and okay, now let's make this form center. For that I'll go to my row, and here I will add another class that's gonna be justify content center. Okay, justify this content center will center our div. Okay, so our form is kind of centered now. Let's see, we will give a heading here. Let's give a margin bottom mb2. Give it 4. So the form looking decent. We took three inputs, username, user email and password. From next video we'll be seeing how can we validate this input with Laravel validations, and we will also see how can we show error if any validation error occur. Okay, so that's it for this video. See you at the next.